Have you been seeing emails about the AT&T data breach settlement? It feels like everyone is suddenly talking about it, and honestly, the buzz is hard to ignore. With millions of people's personal information exposed in recent breaches, people are now wondering whether the settlement payouts being shown are the real deal or just another trap. So let's dive in and break down exactly what's going on, how the process works, and whether you should actually take it seriously. At&t, one of the largest telecom companies in the US, made headlines in 2024 after not one but two huge data breaches. The first one, which came to light in March, compromised the personal details of around 73 million account holders. We're talking names, birth dates, and even social security numbers, which unfortunately ended up circulating on the dark web. Then, just a few months later in July, AT&T revealed another breach, this time involving call and text records. Hackers reportedly gained access through a cloud provider, which put nearly all wireless customers at risk. These incidents naturally triggered outrage and led to several lawsuits that were eventually combined into two major cases. To settle the matter, AT&T has agreed to pay a whopping $177 million. Out of this, $149 million is set aside for people affected by the first breach, while $28 million covers the second. The company still denies any wrongdoing but wants to move past the legal battles. Now, the big question is, can you actually trust this settlement? The good news is yes, it's legit. The claims process is being handled by Kroll Settlement Administration, which is a well-known and reputable administrator. Emails about the settlement should come from attsettlement at e.emailxa.com, and there's even a dedicated helpline if you want to confirm your eligibility or ask questions. Multiple news outlets have verified that this is a real court-overseen settlement. That being said, there are some things you should be careful about. For one, scammers often use fake emails to mimic real settlements, so you need to be extra cautious and only rely on the official website. Another point worth noting is that while headlines talk about payouts of up to $7,500, that amount requires strong documentation of financial harm directly tied to the breach. Most people will receive much less, and some may not get anything at all if they can't provide proof. And finally, by submitting a claim, you're giving up the right to sue AT&T on your own, which is something you need to think about. So in the end, yes, the AT&T data breach settlement is real, but it isn't a quick payday. If you're eligible, you should absolutely file a claim. Just be realistic about what you might receive. This is less about hitting the jackpot and more about holding a massive company accountable for failing to protect its customers' data.